Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this October the 14th. I hope everybody's had a great week. Looking forward to this weekend down at Flocktoberfest down at the Pyramid, the Bass Pro Pyramid this weekend. Take off and go down there. A lot of great events, and we've been talking a little hunting, so we can switch gears now because we have the man himself from the ACT, and that's what I always took in college. I kept trying to take the ACT, and I kept adding up my scores, and I finally made it. So, but we have Matt Morgan from the American Crappie Trail, and of course, Matt's been on this show before, but love to talk crappie. And I know Ron, you can probably introduce Matt better than I can because he is the man that's created this wonderful trail that's everything I've heard is positive. So won't you introduce Matt?
Well, Larry, thank you. And I have to tell you, the inaugural season for the American Crappie Trail here in 2017, Matt Morgan is the president, along with his wife, owns the American Crappie Trail, and they give out a Ranger RT 188C boat, fishing boat, for first place in every one of their tournaments. And they've got a tournament coming up at Lake of the Ozarks, their national championship, and the man that can talk all about it is Mr. Matt Morgan.
Guys,
Good morning.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys having me on. I want to take 1 second, Larry, and I want to congratulate you for your induction to the Legends of the Outdoor Hall of Fame. Your professionalism, your speech was very touching, and I do want to take 1 second before we talk crappie and tell you a personal congratulations from me. I know a lot of people have probably talked about it on the radio show, but it's a heck of an accomplishment for you in your career, and you've got a long ways to go. So,
okay, that's
really do.
Well, thank you. I know it was a great event and hard acts to follow, but when it was I didn't know that many people could get on that boat. So
hey, you're in there, Larry. You're in there with a bunch of big guys. So
that's for sure.
Don't underplay it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But thank you, Matt.
So,
and I know what you've done, and we all do what we can. And 16 years on the air here, I can remember when we started, and it's come a long way. But it's only through people like you can make this show popular and well versed and everything. So.
Well, it's a small circle, Larry. It's truly a small circle. Whether you're an avid outdoorsman, being a hunter, or whether you're a fisherman. In all reality, it's a small community, and we all got to be advocates for what we stand for.
Yes.
And American Crappie Trail 2017 inaugural season. I'm very happy. Ron is correct. We gave a Ranger boat, a Ranger RT 188C, Evinrude package away at each event. That's been unprecedented. Payouts are bigger and better than anything that's ever been there. I've crappie fished, tournament fished for years and years.
Uh-huh.
And I've always sat back and wanted to wait. I said, hey, something's going to take off. Something's going to take off. And finally, I just had one of those wild hairs. I said, you know what? I've got the contacts. I've got the sponsorship. Got the good people behind us. And
yes.
It takes people like you, Larry. It takes people like Ron. Ron's
he's amazing.
His devotion to bass fishing. It's amazing how his passion just for fishing and his passions transcended some, because he has witnessed what we are trying to do in the crappie industry.
Yeah.
We've basically been that segment of tournament industry fishing that's been left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And the true reality is we're putting as much money or more than your elite bass fishermen are putting in their boats.
Wow.
I mean, you're running these Ranger boats are 21, 22 footers with 3-4 electronic graphs, rod holders. I mean, we've got $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 in some of these crappie boats. So
amazing.
I'm proud to see what we have done in the first year. The following, the amount of positive comments is overwhelming. And Lake of the Ozarks is coming up, and Ron's going to be there. And I'm going to tell you, Ron is, obviously he's a member of SEOPA, and Ron really, truly does care so much about us that he, I twisted his arm and said, "Hey, buddy, I need you."
Yeah.
I'm going to be there. And by the way,
Yeah.
go out to lroutdoors.com here at the end of the month to see all the great pictures and videos that are going to be from this national championship crappie tournament by the American Crappie Trail. And I want to say this is pretty unprecedented, as Matt has said, about payouts.
Yeah.
For this one tournament.
Let me tell you guys real quick. Lake of the Ozarks, it is a total equalizer, okay? A huge body of water. Fish are not the biggest in the world, but you know what? That's not what crappie fishing's about. It's about putting the best 7 in the boat each day. It's a 2-day event. We are going to give out over $120,000.
Can you believe
at
that?
Lake of the Ozarks.
Can you say that one more time for?
Yeah, you say it fast. You say it fast, Larry.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound like much, so we're going to slow it down.
That is a bunch.
$120,000. First place is getting a Ranger Z518 with a 150 G2 Evinrude combo. We're paying a 100-boat field, which is close to $50,000. Then, above and beyond that, we've got Angler Team of the Year, which will be determined by the Lake of the Ozarks. The Super Bowl is the championship, and I think that the Super Bowl, it counts.
Yes.
And the Angler Team of the Year will be awarded. That's going to be another Ranger RT 188 boat.
That's
plus
over
power
$25,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
so we're $120,000, guys. All you folks out there listening that think, hey, crappie fishing's, a place where you go fish for $1,000 or $1,500 checks. Look, American Crappie Trail is changing the landscape of crappie fishing, crappie tournament fishing.
I wish, Matt, you weren't so low-key about this.
Hey, I'm passionate, buddy. I'm passionate.
Oh, it's coming across the radio, and that's what I love to hear from Matt. Matt Morgan here from the American Crappie Trail, and the vision that you have. And I don't know where you go from here, Matt. 2018. I mean, I know you're looking at that, and there's no, and you've been able to secure, and this is what happens. And you're only as good as a head coach is only as good as the assistants around him, right?
Absolutely.
And
yes.
so, your assistants are your sponsors and other people that believe in this. I mean, you don't just all of a sudden tell somebody, "I think I'm going to do this."
And it takes family too, and his family.
Yeah, that's
is
what I'm talking
behind it.
about.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
absolutely.
This was a leap of faith, right, Matt?
It is. It was in a sense, but the old, if you build it, they'll come.
Yeah.
Ron Wong, your co-host, a good friend of yours, is a prime example of that. Did 5 years ago, would we ever think Ron Wong would be attending American Crappie Trail tournament?
No.
This.
Let him finish, Ron. Let him finish now, because he's saying some things that there's 2 truck drivers have pulled off the road on I-55 going to Grenada right now. Ron Wong's in crappie fishing. Come on. But it is the team effort. But so 2018, what we're going to do in 2018?
2018 schedule looks very, very good, guys. I mean, AmericanCrappieTrail.com. Ron, you can probably get that linked up to Larry Ray's Outdoor.
We're going to do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. LROutdoors.com. Yes, we will do that.
One thing we're going to do a little cutting edge, Larry. Here's what we're going to do. For years and years, for 25 years, we've always had a national championship in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
American Crappie Trail. We're going to tweak and twist and move to the cutting edge, and we're going to have 6 national qualifiers in the calendar year of 2018.
All right.
But the twist the American Crappie Trail National Championship is going to be at Lake D'Arbonne in the spring of 2019.
That's a crime. No, we always talk about when's crappie fishing best. I wrote about this recently, right,
Yeah.
Ron? Between the fall and the spring. So your season that's going to be super. I mean, that just
we're going to carry it over, and then we're going to do something. We're going to do something that's been needed in the sport. It's going to be a 3-day championship, never ever been done, and we're going to cut from 100 boats, and that's the unique part of American Crappie Trail is only the top 100 qualify to go to the championship. It is not a participation trail. So you've got your top 100 teams qualify to get to the big dance. So the big dance is going to be at Lake D'Arbonne in March of 2019, and we're going to cut from 100 boats to 50 after the first day, and from 50 to 25 on the second day. So you're only going to have your top 25, the cream of the crop, is going to be fishing for the big money on the last day.
Pressure.
We're incorporating the drive-through weigh-ins, all of that stuff. AmericanCrappieTrail.com, there'll be a link. October 20th and 21st, guys, at Lake of the Ozarks, check it out, because we are what I think is the future of crappie fishing. We're doing drive-through weigh-ins. We're having the anglers, we're giving those anglers the opportunity to show off their rigs, to show off who they are. You got to have superstars in each sport, and crappie fishing is no different.
Hey, I just want to let our listeners real quick know that come October 20th, 21st, 20th and 21st, go online and watch the American Crappie Trail live weigh-ins. It'll be live online
at their website.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, thank you, buddy. We got to go, and you need to settle down now and get back to being just real, low key, because you've
going elk hunting.
I can't be low key, Larry. I'm on my way to elk hunt. I'm all jacked up. Last thing I want to say is the two of you, Larry, Ron, I appreciate you guys giving American Crappie Trail another platform to promote the sport of crappie fishing. You guys have a fantastic day, and thanks for putting me on.
All right, Matt, kill a big one, okay? All right, let's take
care.
Let's take a break. Be right back, and we don't have to go far to listen to this next guy. We're waiting to talk.
All right.
Yeah, he's here. He's bearing gifts. I like that. We'll be right back.
How do you know it's for you?
Find out all